2 days ago, I had a guy walk into my office. He's a growth entrepreneur, this guy. He just doesn't know it. He's an engineer. He's 34 years old. Dogoz is his name. And Dogoz was very interesting because he came to my office and he's looking for a bit of funding. He's got contracts that he's been servicing. He's been trying to finance the contracts themselves. It's just not working. He says to me, I needed a bit of funding. I said, what do you need? Debt or equity? And we sit down, we look at his balance sheet. And here's what I found fascinating about Dogoz. He's an engineer by training. But when I asked him specific questions about his business, the mechanics of how it works, and then the finances of that business, he knew it backwards. He knew how much of his overdraft he'd used on which month and what the interest rate of that overdraft was and what the interest portion cost him in that overdraft. He knew how much his tax liability was last year, what his VAT liability was. Most of us don't know that who run our businesses. He knew what his capital structure was. How does an engineer know what his capital structure is? Yet this guy just does 6-7 million rand a year. But he's a growth entrepreneur. He's genuinely interested in building a better South Africa. So I was on the show Dragon's Den, and this is how I came up with this theory about the problem with small business. I'm going to show you 2 examples of entrepreneurs who came into the show and how the thinking was wrong. The first guy I'm going to introduce you to is the president. He called himself Mr. President. Mr. President had a theory. His theory was that the eye has as much intelligence and sensitivity as the anus. 2 things that should never ever be compared, but he compared them. Then proceeded to tell us that the show was shot in August. He said by December that year, which is about 3, maybe 4 months, by December that year, his business idea, which was about understanding the sensitivity of the anus as an intelligent body part, would be worth 1 billion rand. Necessarily, we didn't invest. We thought the idea was just stinking. But have a quick look at Mr. President. Guys, can you hit play?
Absolutely. This is what it looks like. And it's been patented as such, as an application. What you see,
Spin it around?
Yeah, what you see here is a package of different items. All these items are to help harness or to monetize the opportunity. I studied the behavior of the human eye in relationship with the human anus. Nobody has ever conducted that
The
study.
human eye relationship
Absolutely.
with the
And-
human anus.
Absolutely.
Guys. I think honestly, let's just get to the point here.
What I discovered is the fact that these 2 organs are equally intelligent as far as sensitivity is concerned. We have a deal locally and in the US, all right? Locally, the stores, the brand that we have a deal with, they have 140 stores across the country.
Okay, who are they?
Should I say the names?
Of course.
Or
Yes,
stores,
yes.
Micro stores locally.
Who?
Micro.
So Marcus stores have agreed to stock your product in this
Absolutely. They need about 10,000 units to get us started. It's a cash deal.
It's a cash deal.
Yes. Deliver, you get paid the day
Now
after.
we're talking. This is just not my game, and I'm worried that I'm going to be flushing money down the toilet.
Yeah, I respect you.
I have to say that I'm out. Thanks.
Thank you.
But unfortunately, I won't be parting with my money today. I'm out.
You know, there's so many other challenges in South Africa at this point in time.
Yes.
And yours, I do not think it's a serious priority.
Thank you very much.
Do I have to say it?
No, you already said.
Don't you love Lewo's response? So when we were doing the show, we called Lewo the Oracle, because someone would come and present something stupid, and Lewo just like, you know, the philosophy of what you're doing. We're like, Lewo, no, it's stupid. It's challenges. Now, here's an interesting idea. Here's how it actually worked. Listen to this. It's a dispenser. You put water in the dispenser. You take your toilet paper, double ply, I hope, and you would put the toilet paper in your hand, and before you use it, apply, as it were, you would dispense water into it to make it soft and wet, because if you wipe with something that's soft and wet, it wipes better than if it's hard and dry. Fascinating. Except that there's a little thing called wet wipes. I don't know if you've heard of them. You've heard of them? You buy them at Discam, you know, Ivan Saltzman's business. You open it up and the wet wipe, it comes out the way it is. So what's Sitanda's real problem? He's got 2 real problems. The one is his thinking is wrong. He's trying to fix a problem that doesn't exist. A lot of us do that. You fix a problem that doesn't exist. Why? Well, because you go to an education system that tells you to identify issues that are there, apply problems that already exist, or solutions that already exist, and hope to make it better than everybody else. Most of us, in truth, are a dummy community. We copy the neighbor. That's why we drive the same brand of car, wear the same brand of suits, live in the same suburbs, send our kids to the same schools. Because as human beings, we find, I don't know if you know this, but psychologically, we find value in the tribe, that I belong to a group of people. Now, the second young lady is very interesting. I won't waste much time. Watch this.
I need this investment so badly because it's going to be the key to starting up my business and to making a success of it and pursuing my entrepreneurial dreams. 360 Mobile Beauty is a mobile beauty salon that offers mobile beauty, hair and services to our clientele in the comfort of their own homes. 360 Beauty does away and moves away from traditional salons as we know them. We do away with brick and mortar, and by leveraging innovation and technology and mobilizing our technicians, we offer a quality, unique service that's different from the norm. In a time where time itself has become very expensive and people are on the go and don't have time to sit in traffic, waste petrol, get to a salon even for the gentlemen and still have to wait for your stylist, then be rushed through it because your stylist is trying to move a lot of people to the chairs for them to make turnover. I've adopted innovation through my cell phone mobile app, and I've mobilized my technicians to deliver our service in the comfort of our clients' homes, at their office, at an event, wherever they choose, we're there. In terms of revenue generation, I've allocated and I've broken it down to two segments, services and product, because a lot of salons are making money from product sales. I've apportioned it to say 60% is raised from sales, 40% is raised from product. I've allocated a minimum spend for us to be able to go and render the service to a client of 800 rands. This is based on the research that I've done with salons and the prices they're charging for services and the like.
800 rand is based on what?
It's based on what a woman would spend for her hair, for her nails, for a pedicure, for treatment.
So this is average spend you expect?
So this is average spend. So for someone to be able to book with us and for us to go to them, they need to be spending 800 rands, either both service and product, or product alone or service.
My challenge is I'm not convinced of the numbers. You know, I'm not convinced that there's a big enough market that is going to be spending 800 rand each time.
No, I completely differ.
But how big is that market? The point I'm making is how big is the market?
It's massive. It's
Really?
massive. I mean, one of the largest growing companies in South Africa at the moment is Kinky. They sell hair. They're massive.
But how much is the hair?
An average of 2,500 bucks.
Yeah, we can split it two ways, because I can support with the complete development of the app from our office and really just remodel this thing. We can rework it together, but I think I like her thinking, and we can really work this thing together nicely.
I think a 5-way split of the 350 would be a great sort of vote of confidence in you as a person.
Are the two of you interested, before we even consider it, are the two of you interested in diluting any further?
So for me, I understand the risks of what she's getting into.
So if for season I'm in,
This we're waiting for.
and gladly so.
I'm sorry. I'm in.
Very quickly, what did she do right? 1, she knew her market, did the research. This is the basic stuff. 2, she came in with uber amounts of integrity. She'd actually prepared, she walked in. But 3, and this is for me what got to me about this young lady, is she was thinking in an exponential way. She wasn't thinking incrementally. She actually thought about the problem as it exists, and how do you create a solution to the problem that is not only sustainable, but scalable. Building an Uber, but for hairstylists. Now, what many people don't know who watch the show is we weren't granted money to do the show. This was our own money. So if I commit 2 million rand to a single business, I'm committed. That's it. I'm in. So we put in about 800,000 rand into this young lady at various stages in her business. She's only just turned cash flow positive. But at each time when we've put in money, there's been so much dilution in the business that I now own probably less than 0.1%. Here's the thing about Shemaine, which makes her amazing. She had the courage to see it through. So we gave her the first batch of funding. With the first batch of funding, she went to market and tested the business, and it failed. It didn't work. Of the 5 of us, 3 felt she should stop. She didn't take our advice, she kept going. She left her flat, sold her home, moved back into her parents' house, sold her car, moved back into her parents' house, took the proceeds from the car, and then funded herself for a further 3 months. When we saw that she was committed, put in a bit more money and a bit more money. Mpulu is now really supporting her, and now she's profitable and cash flow positive. So the main idea here is that it's possible. You've got to stop thinking in the small business way. She's not trying to start a small business. To create an Uber for hairstylists is not thinking small. Her market isn't Joburg. It's Joburg and Paris and New York and Moscow and London. That's her market. And she can if she wants to. Each and every single person in this room has a Facebook account, yet the creator of Facebook doesn't know any of you exist. Because the power of what the Americans do is they teach their children to think and build for the global community. We teach them to think and build for the people around the corner.